Hey everyone, Chef Anthony here at Don's Appliances. Today we're going to go over the Monogram Hearth. So let's turn it on. This is a great indoor pizza oven. It has a ton of options, not just pizzas, but primarily for pizzas. But, we'll do the salmons and we'll do the roasted fruit and things like that too. So when we turn it on, you're going to see, and so we'll go right into like flatbreads, roasted fruit, vegetable salmon, white fish, different styles of pizza. And I'll touch on each one of these. New York style, Detroit, Neapolitan. It really even goes for a custom if you need a custom, but I'll show you the difference here. So we go to like a Detroit style pizza, and that's going to be your thicker one. When we look at it, it's really going to tell us we're going to be $9.50 on the top and $7.50 on the bottom stone. So they really, and 7 minutes is the cook time, but they really take into account, the difference in the heights of your dough between Neapolitan being thinner, the Detroit being thicker. So think about that. Let's jump back. I just want to go through a couple other ones. That New York style pizza and that Neapolitan. So even that Neapolitan, we're talking $13.50. So we're really high on the top. So, this is probably a special piece, I call this, because you're never going to get this much heat in your house. You know what I mean? And the best part is it vents out here. So, that air isn't really hitting you in the face. So it's super safe, super convenient, and really just an absolute gem to have inside your kitchen. So the other one is that really like the salmon, really nice too. So you're talking 1250 degrees, and then when you look up here, there's an infrared as well. So you're really heating on these, infrareds right here, and then there's an element under here that heats up this stone. So that brings us to preheating. And preheating is very good in here because we're talking about smaller oven cavity that's really condensed down. So we're not having to heat like the size of a big oven. So that's takeaways. A lot of high heat, great style cooking, and now, that cuts down on the preheat. So let's go right into it. We're going to do pizza today. So I'm going to scroll right down, and we're just going to go with New York style pizza, okay? 1,000, and now we'll hit preheat. And once it'll preheat, see it really gives us that circle. So once it preheats all the way, we'll hit start and ready to go. So we're already at 70 degrees. And we'll just wait for this preheat, and we'll show you how to pop in a nice pizza. The only other thing I really want to touch on when it's cold and clean like this now is really the cleaning aspect. So there's a nice brush with a metal scraper on it. And this, this is pretty new, so we don't have really much buildup. But when you're going to make a lot of pizzas, when you make a lot of items in here, you're going to get some burn off, just like any other oven. You really want to get in here and just brush this off, left or right, kind of like this. And then for the tough stuff in the corner, you really want to use this scraper and kind of lift it up and scrape everything back. I know it makes a loud screeching noise, but this will really get all the bits and pieces. And, rule of thumb, I like to do it before I cook and maybe after I cook. So, at the end, when this is like nice and like warm but not hot, brush it out, get all the stuff on. And then, being that, maybe you don't use it for 3 or 4 days, get back in there and brush it before you use it again, just so we make sure we're not ruining the product that we put in there. So, rule of thumb, a couple tools you need, this and a peel. So we touched on the preheating and how fast it is. Look, we're already at around 1,000. We're already preheated on the top. We still got to go a little bit ways on the bottom, but that amount of heat, we're already at 1,000 degrees, and I'm right here. I'm right next to the oven. With any other oven or outdoor pizza oven and things like that, with the wind and things, it would be, I couldn't stand this close to it, is really what I'm saying, and it wouldn't take this little amount of time. So just another little gem and piece that, you don't have to wait for preheating. We're always out of time. So let's jump right into a pizza. All right, everyone, the oven is up to temperature. We're over 1,000 degrees on the deck. We're over 600 on the bottom of the stone, okay? We have just our regular margarita pizza. We put it on the peel, just a little cheese sauce, drizzle olive oil. We're gonna shoot this right in, okay? And you just wanna angle it and give it a little push. Push it right back, okay? Most important, we wanna hit our start button right here, okay? Now we start the cooking process and our 6-minute timer goes on. This is our bigger peel. Now we'll switch to the metal turning peel, and then this is what will really come out and, kind of guide our pizza with. This is a little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow, something to maneuver around. And we can see already, the crust is rising very nicely. Looks pretty good. At the 3-minute mark, the rotate food button beeps. Now this is a settings you can turn on or off, but we'll actually go out. And it's a real good time to check our pizza. Look at the consistency and things like that. So I think we're really great here. I'm just gonna really take it like this, maybe give it like a quarter turn, like that, and probably put it in for another, you know, probably half a minute or so. All right, so we're about 4 minutes in, a little under 4. This pizza is ready to go. So look how great that looks. This is what you want to see. Look at the crisp crust. Bubbly cheese, perfectly cooked. Great job. Gee, Hearth, look at that. So, I mean, that's just a nice ease and ability on how to do this pizza. I mean, we can take it and scale it, kind of do whatever we want, but this is the basics, kind of really what works. Hope you enjoyed this video.